everyone, and welcome to another episode of In the Kitchen with Dr. H. Well, that's me. I'm Dr. Hafizullah, and we are here in my kitchen, and I have the wonderful pleasure of inviting many chefs in the community. Today is extra special because I have Commissioner Melissa Dunn from the city of Lauderhill. She's cooking in her kitchen along with me today. And then later on, if my husband makes it on time, he gets to taste test. You know, and the kids, of course, will ravage this a little later. So this cooking show is part of our Caribbean Diaspora Healthy Nutrition Outreach Project. You know, I'm a Trini, and of course today we're cooking Trini food, and we have Commissioner Dunn on the other side who's Jamaican. We have melded all of our Caribbean cooking shows to show small digestible changes that you can make to the traditional dishes that you love so much, but to make it healthier so that you can live healthier longer and stay stronger. Our goal is to stamp out diabetes, heart disease, stroke, and all of those chronic diseases that we can prevent with a nice, healthy lifestyle. So Commissioner Dunn, are you there in your kitchen?
H.
Very excited to see you.
Thank you for having me in the kitchen with you today.
Oh, I'm so excited. You know, I've known you for a long time, and who knew that now we would be cooking together, at least virtually.
I know, right? And I have to tell you, cooking is not one of the things that come naturally for me. But I'm learning your energy is so infectious that I'm already having fun, and we just started.
Well, we are totally going to have fun because you're going to be making some of my favorite Trini meals, Trinbagonian meals, I should say. This first dish that we're going to start off with is called Chana and Aloo. So the Hindi word for chickpeas and potato, and it's a curry dish, right? And while that's cooking up, we're going to switch gears and make Zaboca. Zaboca is how we call avocados in Trinidad, right? When it's smashed up. But you know, when I was doing this Caribbean health research, I learned that Zaboca was a Creole word. And our Haitian friends and family, they're the ones who use Zaboca. So it means, you know, it's an avocado. So we're going to be smashing that up and making that dip while the Curried Channa Aloo is cooking. And then at some point, we're going to enjoy an alcohol-free mocktail. How's that sound?
Yes. I'm here for it.
Yes, you ready? All right.
I am.
Cook along with me if you'd like, and just smell the flavors in my kitchen. You know, I've got all the aromatics around me. You can smell the curry right now. You can smell the cilantro or the shadow benny. Now, this dish is extra special. All of my children love this dish. When I was pregnant with all four of them, I craved Chana and Aloo. My mother used to make it on demand. Now, I'm dedicating this particular episode to my second daughter, Anissa. She's up in Vanderbilt. We just moved her into her dorm. But also, Commissioner Dunn, we're dedicating this to the City of Lauderhill, the Lauderhill Health and Prosperity Partnership that I'm so excited to be on with you as a co-chair. Thank you for having us as a part of this amazing initiative. But hey, the community is very much Caribbean centric. So you ready to start cooking with me?
I am. This Scotch bonnet is fire, man. I love it.
You know, once in a while, instead of coffee, just take your chopped up Scotch melon and just run it right under your nose. Take a nice sniff. That's going to wake you up. That's a Caribbean way. That's our Caribbean coffee. So the first thing we're going to do, yes, you see my olive oil? I'm putting some olive oil straight into my pot. Let it heat up a little bit. You will know it's ready. Sometimes if you have a wooden spoon, you put it in there and that wooden spoon starts to bubble a little bit, then you know that the oil is hot enough. So in the meanwhile, if you haven't done this already, you should have some chopped garlic and some onion ready to go. Okay?
Okay, I have them chopped. All right, so Dr. H, think about it like you're really literally teaching me how to cook right now, okay? So don't be, yeah, for sure. All right, so I have my chopped onions, my chopped Scotch bonnet, chopped garlic, and chopped potatoes.
Okay, perfect. So now your oil should be heated up just enough. So at this point, I want you to go ahead and add in your chopped onions.
Got it.
You should start to hear a little bit of a sizzle if it is hot enough. And you really want to, and I always add the onion first because if you add the garlic first, the garlic might burn a little bit. And you don't want to have a charred flavor in this.
Got it. Okay.
Onions.
I should have turned my stove on before to get it to go.
Yes, that's a great idea to do that.
All
do need a
right,
little heat
so the
to cook
onions
this.
are in, and it's a little bit slow, but they're in.
Okay, perfect. Now give that a little minute or so, and then I add in my garlic. Okay.
Okay.
And we're just going to add just a touch of the garlic over here. Just about
So-
let's just say about a teaspoon of garlic, chopped or minced.
Oh, I did 2 cloves. Is that too much?
No, go for it. You like garlic?
Okay.
That's just going to
Yeah, I
add more
do.
flavor.
When it's
Okay.
cooked.
Now you just stir that up a little bit. Let it combine. Now while that's happening, you're going to take your favorite curry powder, about 2 heaping tablespoons, like I have here. I grew up with Chief brand curry powder, best curry powder ever. And this
Okay, well, I have the Jamaican curry powder
we have
that I got from our Lauderdale Presidente supermarket.
Very nice. I love it. I'm sure they also carry Chief brand curry because that's a staple in every Trinidadian house.
So how much am I doing, Dr. H? I'm doing like a spoon?
You do like 2 heaping tablespoons. I prefer a lot more curry in this dish, right?
Okay.
And then once you've, sort of rough measured that out, in the Caribbean, we really don't use measuring items. We just sort of eyeball it, right? So in this case, you can add now a little water just to make a bit of a paste out of the curry. You can use this spoon.
I can smell that curry, honey. That smells good.
Doesn't that smell amazing? Oh, yes, it combines all of the flavors. And in India, Trinidad, of course, we hybridize, we Caribbeanize Chana and Aloo. Chana and Aloo it's an Indian dish, but they typically would be a little bit more heavy-handed with some of the spices, like adding ginger and all those things. We have more of a laid-back, more herbal sort of approach to our Chana and Aloo. And let me tell you, this brings back the best memories from growing up. My mother, she's the one who taught me how to cook all of this. So you see how I have a paste now in my curry?
Okay.
Okay, at this point, go ahead and add in your curry paste into that hot oil that has the garlic and the onion in there.
Okay. So Dr. H, am I keeping the stove on high, or should I turn it down at this point?
You can keep it on medium heat, like medium high heat at this point. Yes, not high, I would say medium, around medium to medium high, but not high heat. And you're gonna stir that around a little bit. Oh, you should smell my kitchen commissioner, Dunn. Oh my goodness. The oils in the curry powder with that garlic and the onion, it's combining. Now, what you want to do is really let the raw flavor of the curry powder cook out a little bit, right? So you don't taste that powdery taste. You will have more of a deep, smoky, rich flavor.
Okay.
So here.
All right, so far so good. I'm not burning down the house.
Well, I'm proud of you. See, you're doing it. You had it in you all along. Right? And you're going to enjoy this. I know you're going for a workout later. So this is a great.
Yes, I am. I'm so excited.
I'm so proud of you. That's amazing. So now you're going to leave the curry alone a little bit. You want it to cook so you start to see a whole bunch of bubbles sort of pop up in the middle of your curry. And it almost gets a little stickier. I have a non-stick pan here. So if you just keep, I think we lost Commissioner Dunn. Uh-oh. Well,
no, I'm here.
Oh, you're there. Okay, I didn't see you.
Yeah, I'm listening. Okay. So my pot's on, and I added a little bit of water to unstick the pan, but it's cooking and it smells great.
Yes. Now, you don't have to add the water. You can just let it dry down in just a slight amount. Like my curry right now has a whole lot of bubbles coming up around it. That's when I know it's ready for the potatoes. Okay?
Okay, yes, I have bubbles.
Okay, good. Your aloo. Or your
Okay.
potatoes. So add
the potatoes now?
Say that again?
Should I add the potatoes?
Yes, go ahead and add the potatoes in. So they're about a 1-inch chunk, and I cut mine a little smaller so that they cook a little faster. Just add it straight into the curry. Not the water, just the potato itself. You know, if you stir your potatoes in the water like I did. Go ahead and add it straight in there. And then, once it's all in there, you're going to stir it to really coat the back of the potatoes with that curry powder. Oh, yes. Now, this is probably the longest step. because you want to have those potatoes cooked down a little bit. There we go. Mine is all combined. Okay, good. Now, what you're going to do at this point is add some water to your pot, just to, you know, sort of barely cover the potatoes, because you now are going to cover this pot and let it steam a little bit. Before I do that, I add a little bit of salt and pepper. And here's where you can control the amount of salt you put in here. You want to make sure that you have a low salt diet, so you reduce your chances of having terrible high blood pressure, and, you know, making sure that your body stays healthy, you don't get bloated. A little bit of pepper as well in here. Now, at this point, I actually also add a little bit of my Scotch bonnet peppers that are chopped up.
Okay. Scotch bonnet.
Just a little bit here because I'm going to add more later.
Okay.
Okay. Now, you're going to stir that little bit, just a little bit, and you're going to cover it and let that cook and steam. Those potatoes need to steam down to cook all the way. So here, I'm going to cover mine up.
All right.
Add a little bit more water to it.
Medium heat.
There we go.
Okay.
How are you doing over there?
I'm doing pretty well, I think. It's quite easy.
Do you see? It's so simple, right? Before you know it, you have this amazing meal in front of you. It's vegetarian, and the spices, the flavors, full of antioxidants. It is so good for you, and it's going to make you feel, you know, so satisfied. It sticks to your bones. This is a kind of meal that you don't need meat with it. You don't need to have a whole bunch of heavy stuff in there.
Right.
You'll feel very satisfied. Now, while that is steaming,
I have to tell you that in anticipate. So we're starting the Jump Up Fitness Challenge soon, right? In about 3 weeks. So I'm actually preparing. I'm doing my challenge before the challenge to get my nutrition on point. So I have not eaten meat in 7 days.
Wow. Well, we're continuing that today.
Perfect.
I love it. Yeah, today's a whole vegetarian meal. We have no meat in sight.
Yep.
Well, I'm very happy that we're in theme with you, because you know what? We're getting ready for the Jump Up Fitness, the 21-day Jump Up Fitness Challenge leading up to Carnival. So for everybody looking now, please, if you haven't gone on our NSUCaribbeanHealth.com Facebook page, please remember to like the page and share this video. We want to spread health and wellness everywhere. And we're so grateful that for the 21-day Jump Up Fitness Challenge, we partnered with WellFit, you know, in Jamaica, and also with Miami Broward Carnival. And together we're putting on 21 days of fun recipes and healthy videos and exercises and you name it. I think meditation we also have included, right, Commissioner Dunn?
Yes, meditation. And what I'm excited about is the master classes that people will be able to have. So I think on Sundays, there's a master class where you and WellFit, you're going to talk about nutrition and wellness. And maybe even at some point, maybe we'll get to cook with you.
Without a doubt.
Like, this is amazing. I didn't think I was going to enjoy this, but this is really amazing.
Well, you know what? Cooking is love, okay? And cooking is family. I think today, actually, remember for each of the cooking shows, I've been wearing each of my children's aprons that they made for me over the years. This one is made by my oldest daughter, Zarina, and it has the world on there. So it's very symbolic of the family, meaning the world to me, and cooking sort of being at the center of all of that. That's kind of how we not only express love, but it glues us together, and the traditions that we're so used to, and the, you know, the food and the culture that is so deeply embedded in our family. You know, that's what ties us together for generations.
Oh, I love it. I love it. And you know what? I can see how making a healthy meal could be a part of a great family activity. But for me, my family is, you know, my household is just myself. So cooking for one person is not always fun. But with the Jump Up Fitness Challenge, I'm excited because I'll get a chance to really be a part of a community of people who are getting healthy.
That is so right. Exactly. And you remember, you're not alone. Look, we are here virtually cooking. Why don't we do more of these?
Yeah, I love it. I love it. I love it. And I'm learning something new. Okay, so let me check the pot.
Check the pot. Now you should see it boiling a little bit, right?
Yeah, it's bubbling. All the water is gone, Dr. A.
Yes, you see that? You can smell the delicious curry aromatics coming out. So at this point, now usually I would cook this for a little bit longer, but today for our show, we're going to add the chana or the chickpeas a little early. That way we can have a little bit of extra time together to talk. So I had a can of chickpeas. I drained out the water. Now you can wash your chickpeas off if you don't want the extra salt on there. And then,
oh, that's a good point.
Yeah, small things make some big changes to our health.
There.
Exactly. And then we go ahead and we add in the chickpeas straight into the pot. And then I have a couple of fun, exciting additions that we're going to include that makes it, truly Trinidadian.
Oh, it smells delicious. Now, is this what you use to make doubles? Is this the thing that goes into doubles?
Oh, that's exactly right. Yes, this is the
Oh
stuff
my
that goes
goodness,
into
I
doubles.
love that.
So look at that.
Always
You can
every time I
freeze
go to
it.
Lalo's.
Yes, you see, you're already halfway to doubles. And so at this point, I add in my pimentos.
Okay.
Right? A little bit of the pimentos. That adds an additional punch of flavor. Oh, so delicious. I add in my jeera. Jeera is a roasted jeera. It's another Indian spice that adds an earthiness and depth to it. Just sprinkle that right on the top, right here, right? Well, I like my Chana and Aloo very spicy, so I add in even more of the Scotch bonnet peppers. And then something else, very, very much key to this dish. And this grows wild all over the Caribbean. It's called, now here, it's called cilantro, right? In the grocery store. But we grew up calling it bandania or shadow benny. It again has a beautiful flavor to it. It's almost like if you combine cilantro and green onions together and you kicked it up an extra notch. This has more of that floral, deep earthiness to it that adds an extra special taste to this dish. So add in a little bit of your cilantro at this point.
Okay.
And if you don't have that again, if you don't have that again, you can add in cilantro and chopped scallion. That's a good substitute. Now you're going to stir this up. Can you see my pot? Do you see how beautiful these colors are? I have red, green, yellows, all the curry flavors in here. And of course, I have a red, black, and white all over the place here for Trini. All right, so then I'm going to stir this up a little bit. Now, my mother would make her own hot sauce. And that hot sauce is a staple in all of our meals. So I have a little bit of her hot sauce. Now, she passed away in 2017, but we continue all the love and the traditions that she shared with us. And you know, she was diabetic and she had every complication of diabetes, and that actually caused her to pass. You know, it caused all of her organ systems to get damaged. And so when we cook these meals and we know that we're making small changes, we know that it's not only going to benefit the whole family, but we're all in this together. We can prevent so many of the things that come our way. An ounce of prevention, my father would say, is worth more than a pound of cure. So let's just keep that moving, right?
Yeah. Well, you know, I'm diabetic too, Dr. H. Yeah. So, so this is a really important message for me too. And I'm so happy that I'm learning to make small digestible changes.
And what's nice about this dish, Commissioner Dunn, it actually, because it has such a high fiber content in there, it can help lower your blood sugars and stabilize your sugar levels to the point where it's not going to cause damage in your body if you eat healthy like this. So look how beautiful that pot looks. Now we're going to cover it up and just leave it alone.
Leave it alone. Stop stirring it.
We're going to cover it up, leave it alone, and let it cook while we make our zaboca.
Okay.
You can turn up the heat a little bit more if you'd like. I just turned up the heat on mine just to kind of let those potatoes cook through. I typically like to add my chana or the chickpeas in a little early because then it sort of combines a little bit more with the potatoes and the flavors meld very nicely. And then at the very end, what we're going to do is, if you like a thicker sauce, you're going to smash some of those cooked potatoes with a spoon on the inside of your pot and just stir it up.
Oh, good tip.
Yes, it's delicious that way. Okay, so let's get ready to make our zaboca. I'm going to take a bowl, put it right here in front of me. Do you have your avocado ready? Oh, one thing. I have a beautiful Scotch bonnet pepper sitting right here. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to pop that right into my Chana and Aloo. Not cut. It's going to give it extra flavor. Watch.
Okay, right, put in the whole Scotch bonnet?
The whole thing. Don't cut it. The outside oils are going to absorb into the Chana and Aloo and give it an extra special flavor.
Okay.
So now what we're going to do with the zaboca, I'm going to take a little paring knife and go all the way around my zaboca. And I did that a little bit earlier, just paring it around. And because mine are a little small, I'm going to use two of these zabocas. I'm going to twist it like this, Commissioner. Do you see? Twist it. So now I have my avocado pieces together. I have a little trick to get the seed out. Can be a little dangerous. You could take a big knife like this and just smack the seed and then twist it. And do you see how the seed comes right out?
Yep.
Okay, I'm going to put that on the side.
If my avocado is too ripe.
Did you go to Presidente for that one too?
Yes, but I bought it too early. I mean, I should have gotten another one because this one is too ripe.
They're smaller, right? Yeah. And so
yeah,
what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a knife, a small paring knife, and just run it straight down on the inside of my avocado. I'm going to do it in cubes, straight in the skin. So now my avocado is cut.
I don't like this.
Straight in the skin. And so it's not messy. You're not using extra dishes. This allows you to use the avocado like a shell to keep the mess where it belongs. And then
I think the first lesson here is make sure you have fresh ingredients because my avocado was too ripe. When I opened it, it didn't look right on the inside.
Oh yeah. And you know, there's a little trick where you look at the stem and look at the color of the stem. And if it's very dark, it's very, very, very ripe. You know?
Oh, okay.
If it's not that dark, you can feel it. I usually feel the foods just to see it. If it's a little bit soft and smushy to the touch, then it's probably about right. You know?
Okay, gotcha.
Okay, I'm gonna take the seed out of the second one over here. Make sure I put that.
Oh my goodness, this smells so delicious.
I know. And again, this is right in your meal plan because you're going vegetarian, right?
Yes, yes, yes.
I love it. So this is perfect for you. So now I have cubed up my avocado, and I'm going to take a spoon now and then just scoop it straight from inside the avocado. See that? Going straight into my bowl. See? I've scooped it out. And this is perfect because as your Chana and Aloo is cooking away, here you are making a delicious vegetarian dish. So right now, you know, avocado toast is so popular all over the place. Well, hey, in the Caribbean, we always have avocado toast.
Yeah, it's like $3. You can do it at home with this recipe, right?
Exactly. We were always doing this. But we did it with roti and by itself. And, you know, today I have some veggie sticks that we're going to be using.
I love it.
Yeah. And so where are you now?
I want to remind folks, if you want to sign up, so the Jump Up Fitness Challenge kicks off on September the 11th. We're going to have a live kickoff event. And then the challenge goes from September 12th to October 2nd. Just in time, honey, for you to jump up at Carnival.
That's right.
So we have put a link in the show. So if you go there, register, sign up, and jump up with us.
That's right.
Take advantage of this free opportunity to have a community of Caribbean folks working together, working out, focusing on nutrition. I mean, imagine what could happen in your life if you spend 21 days being focused on your health, I'm excited to see what will happen in my life.
You know what? The power lies with each of us. We can't
Yes,
that,
indeed.
right? We are sort of the architects of our destiny, our journey, and that mindset
Yes.
and how we choose to put that into motion, that's totally our choice, right? And if
Yes.
you want to be happy about it and put that positive energy into the universe, that's again all about you and your journey. So here's that beautiful green natural avocado right here, right? We are now going to add some salt and pepper to it, to your taste, right? A little bit of salt, a little pepper. Next thing you're going to do, Commissioner.
Yes.
You're going to add some lemon juice. Now I've combined lemon and lime juice here. Just add to your taste. Just sort of use a spoon and drizzle it right over the avocado. Just enough to sort of coat each of the cubes.
Mm-hmm.
Right. And then I'm going to add in some cilantro. And a little bit of garlic, a little minced garlic. Do you have your garlic there ready still?
Yeah, so I'm actually not making this particular dish on camera because my avocado was not good.
Oh, that's right. Well, don't worry. I'll eat enough for the two of us.
But I have to tell you though, this kitchen is smelling delicious. I'm so excited that we're doing this, and it's gonna be perfect because right after we're done cooking, I'm gonna go for my run walk, and this will be the perfect dinner right after.
That's exactly right. And right now, take your stress out on your avocado. Okay, smash it up however you'd like. If you were angry earlier in the day, now is the time to put that energy into this. Right? And I like my Zaboca a little chunky. I like to get little globs of buttery avocado just, in my mouth and exploding with flavor. So feel free to make the texture exactly the way you want. And look at that. It came out exactly the way, I grew up making it with my mother. Right there. Okay?
It sounds like you have a lot of great memories cooking in the kitchen with your mom.
Let me tell you, I grew up with a cacophony, I would say, of sounds, with the pots and the slicing and the grating and the peeling and the stirring and all the smells of curry and cumin and jeera and all the vegetables. In our backyard, we used to grow all the fruits and vegetables. And we would go out there and harvest everything. Nice. Yeah, it was truly like garden to table in our house. And all the herbs and seasonings, everything was out there. And then, in the Caribbean, we never bought anything frozen. We would go to the wharf for seafood, and you'd get taste the brine in your seafood. If you wanted to get fresh meat, you'd go to the farm that day, So, it was very different. Yeah, we grew up with just an organic lifestyle, which is beautiful. And I love to kind of bring that back here, where we are in South Florida and in the U.S., because when you were there, that was healthy, organic, preservative-free living. We want to make sure that we keep that going, right? To preserve our health. So now, I wish you were here to taste this with me, but we could. Now you have several options. I'm going to put a little bit of my avocado spread, or the Zaboca, the Smashed Zaboca, in a little container right here. And I've created a nice garnish plate. I'm going to show you. And usually you would eat this with roti, or you can top it on top of your rice dish or any of the Caribbean dishes that you cook. This is like nature's butter, okay? But today I put together a nice plate that has some snap peas and broccoli, tomatoes, some celery, and some little mini whole wheat pita breads that are made with flax seeds and oat bran.
Nice.
5 of these are only 80 calories. And look how much fiber you have on this plate, right? And so you can just take a dip of your avocado spread and crunch with some vegetables. Oh my God.
I love it. I love it.
Now,
well, let me try mine.
You know what? My husband, he just came back. Do you want to try
Yes.
Now here's a real test. Here is a real test. He's not a big fan of avocado, but let's see if he's a fan of mine. Okay. Here we go. I got a big bite. My husband Jason, there you go. Good, right? I gave him way too much. Now he can't even speak.
Fantastic.
Oh, good.
Isn't that
Thank
good?
you.
Nice, delicious, chunky.
Can I stay and eat the rest? Or
Oh,
no?
he wants to rest. Okay,
No,
sure.
Or do you need it?
Oh, I love that. I love that. He wants to rest. Well, guess what? We're now going to plate the Chana and Aloo, but I'll just take one of the pita breads and you can have
Well, I
this.
can have the rest?
Take it. It's all yours.
Okay, thank you.
A healthy vegetarian dinner.
I love it. It's going to be his appetizer, right? So I'll tell you. Now, let's look at the Chana and Aloo. You want to take a look at your pot?
I'm already tasting mine. It's so delicious.
Isn't that, oh, doesn't that smell amazing? Look at that. And I have the whole Scotch bonnet pepper that's on top.
It
here.
is so delicious.
Now the potatoes, you know the potatoes are cooked if you take your spoon and you smash one against the side. If it needs to cook down a little more, feel free to cook it down a little bit more. I'm going to go ahead and put mine in a plate and just show you how this looks.
Okay, I guess I should put a little bit on my plate too so you can see mine.
Yes. And you can freeze this and use it for later on, but you'll find the pimentos and the cilantro, the bandania in there. You know what we're going to do? We're going to top this with a little bit of the avocado, the zaboca that we just made.
Yeah.
And then sprinkle a little bit of cilantro on top. And there we go.
So I don't know if you can see mine or not, but it turned out really well. Look how thick it is.
I'm so proud of you. Look at you. Wow. You're ready for, you can make doubles. Look at that.
Yes, I love it.
Oh, that's incredible. So we have to try a bite together. And
Yes,
we're inviting everybody again to join us on our healthy living journey through the Caribbean Diaspora Project. We're looking forward to seeing everyone and their families come out with us for the 21-day Jump Up Fitness Challenge. So remember to go on nsccaribbeanhealth.com. We would like to make sure that you register with your families. We've got to toast this out, Commissioner Dunn. Okay, I'm going to try, take a bite of this, and we're going to toast this out with a mocktail. Delicious. So what I have here, I took a tea bag. This tea bag is hibiscus, orange peel, rose hip, and some passion fruit. And I have a glass that I've just put a slice of lime and a slice of lemon on it. And I'm going to go ahead and just pour my steeped tea bag straight into that glass. You see here? Look how beautiful that color is. Looks like sorrel, right?
Yes.
But it doesn't
You're
have all the
so
sugar.
creative. I love it.
And then I'm going to add ice cold sparkling water. In this case, it's sparkling lime water. And that's it. No sugar needed. And we're going to toast out to having good health and a long life. And for everybody, we're going to show everyone that 21-day Jump Up Fitness Challenge video. Please join us the next time. Commissioner Dunn, I love cooking with you today.
All right. Thank you so much for helping me to have fun in the kitchen, Dr. H. I love it. Thank you for teaching me something new.
I love it. This is the beginning of many cooking shows.
Yay. All right. Salud.
All right, everyone.